Right, good evening, folks. We're gonna get some gaming in the Yinzer years going on here. Tonight's a nice night to just hang out, play some classics. It's gonna be good. So I had to choose either gonna play FF4 or Ocarina of Time. I'm still working on Romancing Saga 3 though, and I'm actually at the final boss of it, which is incredibly difficult. And I don't know that I have the attacks or the numbers needed to beat it. And grinding doesn't really there's no real expected gains out of it. It's all random. So the best thing I can do is just try to come up with a better strategy for it than I have currently. I was able to beat the 4 bosses that came before it, and I checked to see what happens if you don't. So I definitely made the right choice there, but I figure if I could beat those 4 bosses, I ought to be able to beat the final boss with my current numbers and loadout and that sort of thing, but I haven't been able to figure it out quite yet. I got close once. I don't know. But because of that, that means that we are going to start with Ocarina of Time tonight, which is a classic. It's one of the best games ever made. And I forget to mute. Yes. Alright. So we're going to play this on the Wii U Virtual Console in the glorious cinematic 22 frames per second, or whatever it is. I remember when this game came out in, what was it, 1998? Yeah, 1998. It came out November 1998. And I really wanted it for Christmas. It was basically the only thing that I wanted for Christmas that year. And even back then, when I was low double digits in terms of age, I knew that maybe we should pre-order this game. And I told my father so. And he didn't say anything at the time. And told me, oh, well, they didn't have it when I went to get it, so... But I later found out he was just messing with me, and they did in fact manage to get a hold of the game on Christmas morning. Oh, not even 22 frames per second? A glorious 20. Big 20 frames per second. It always comes back to that big 20, doesn't it? Yep, I'm convinced that is in fact exactly what my dad did. He did not manage to get the first run of it, though. I did not get the gold cartridge version of this one, which was a little disappointing. It was a little more disappointing when I found out that there were changes within the versions, but this uses the most updated version. Now we're going to meet the Deku Tree. This is also where the fairies come from. Oh, fairy companions or guides. Yeah, I have the gold hollow Majora's Mask card as well. The what's that called? Lenticular sticker. That thing's cool. Cinematic AF. Rip Link. Dead before he even wakes up. Yeah, are we sure this is just 20? That looked pretty nice for 20 frames per second. Where is Nazi? There she is. Alright, we gotta listen up. Listen to the Great Deku Tree. I do sense the climate of evil. Either that or it's because I just finished watching Doctor Who and there's always a climate of evil there. here, Deku Tree? Are you trying to say? Are you trying to tell me that we should make a preemptive strike on our enemies? Because that's messed up. Can't do that. Oh man, Deku Tree. You're a giant talking tree and you can't deal with this. I don't know what we're gonna do. Alright. Time for a journey then. A youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. That's right. Ginza. The real one. Now this opening flyby scene, like in 1998, this was pretty cool. This is all this is in game. It's not like pre-rendered or anything like that. It's just moving the camera around in Kokiri Forest.
Hello.
Yeah, no, it's not as impressive as say the Final Fantasy VII Midgar opening, but it is in-engine as opposed to pre-rendered. I don't think this game has any pre-rendered scenes. It's got pre-rendered backgrounds like this, and they look terrible. That is one stanky tree.
Hello.
Whoa, Ginza. Alright, we gotta go talk to a tree. Let's wake up, talk to a tree. Maybe not. This is a very accurate depiction of me in the mornings, by the way. Like, I don't want to wake up. I'm not gonna want to wake up tomorrow. Like, who knows when I'll actually wake up. Hopefully early enough to make breakfast at home. Alright, so Navi, the navigation fairy, very cleverly named, is going to help us out on this quest. There were a whole lot of like innovations in game design that came from this, and we will learn about them real fast, because the game gives you a nice tutorial section. Alright, so I don't know what the buttons are here on the Wii U gamepad. There we go. Okay, so that's C up. I guess the right stick is C. All the C buttons. That would make sense. So if A and B are A and B, what's Z? Now we'll find out what Z is when we do Z targeting, I guess. Yahoo! There's a lot of Yahoos in Zelda. There's a Grandma Yahoo in Link's Awakening. Wow. Yep, finally here. A fairy. It's great news. We can target things, we can side hop. We can do all sorts of good stuff now. And good thing Saria is also telepathic, because Link's not saying anything. Alright, so this is Saria. And you might note that she has the same name as the Water Town in Zelda 2. This is, of course, intentional. There are a lot of important people in this game who have the same name as towns in Zelda 2. Here's one of them. He's a Jagoff. Why this guy got a town named after him, I'll never know. questioning our manhood, but also Link is 10. I think it's totally fine that he's not a real man. If he's 10, he's just a boy. That's okay, we're gonna go on a big adventure and it's gonna be fine. Whoa! I always imagined that this text box is the Tim Allen grunt, but I'm not gonna do it because I don't need a sore throat in the morning. Yeah, Mito. Jagoff. Mito must be Hylian for Jagoff. It is funny. That's a great joke, Mito. Alright, we're not fully equipped, though, that's true. Alright, so quest number 1 is get a sword and a shield. That's right, Mito doesn't have his equipment either, and that's why he is standing there instead of doing anything useful. Alright, so we gotta get a sword and a shield. And every once in a while, Navi will say hey, or listen, and see up will blink there, and we can get hints. This basically just tells you what to do next. It replaces stuff like the Sasrala tiles or the phone booth in Link's Awakening. So this is the 5th main Zelda game. It comes after Link's Awakening, or rather is released after Link's Awakening. And my Wii U cable is not the best. I'm getting a little desync. Not necessarily desync, it's just, it's delayed a little bit. But the good thing is this game is pretty forgiving, so it shouldn't make too much of a problem. Yeah, we got a fairy. Alright, so we definitely gotta do this, get presents. We're all born from a tree. It's great. It's really fantastic. Well, I don't really want to be a tree baby, but, you know, it is what it is. Kind of muddy backgrounded, but, you know, from far away the walls look pretty good, they just don't look the best up close. Of course, the 3DS version, everything looks a lot better. Now, why does anybody listen to Mito? That's something I wonder. Like, who died and made him King of Kokiri Forest? You know, the Red Deku Tree, he's still living. He's given the orders, so I don't know why anybody feels the need to do what Mito says. In fact, you know what? Boss of the Kokiri, huh? Let's rob him. Oh, look at all that. Look at all these nice treasures. Wouldn't it be a shame if I just did this? Ah, yeah. We're gonna destroy the Mito economy. Here we go. Let's do it. He's got somebody's heart in a box in his house. So presumably, Mito killed whoever it was before him. And it's a Klingon promotion kind of thing. Alright, but we still need a shield and a sword. So we get some skills. Forest Training Center. Sure. House of the Know-It-All Brothers. I don't remember talking to the Know-It-All Brothers ever, so... First, let's ruin their pottery. That's an important part of playing Zelda, is to destroy as many pots as you can get your hands on. For fun and profit. And, let's talk. Got the icons. Yeah, I don't need any of that. I know about the C buttons, the action icon. How to use the up button Sure, tell me what's different about the up button. It's the up. Huh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is map and items. No, I'm good. I think I'm good. Oh, we can save, though. I thought I had played this game before, but apparently I hadn't. On the Wii U, there was no... There's no save files when I loaded it up earlier today. Alright, Forest Training Center. Don't chop down signs, read them. Okay. Now hang on. The signs crave death. Am I not supposed to? Am I supposed to destroy the signs or not? I'm getting mixed messages here from the signs. Switch targeting, okay. Okay, I think I've got hold targeting on, not switch. That's okay. Sideways. Targeting, press A. Yep. Oh yeah, backflips, those are good. So this game basically introduced Z targeting, which is, it's kind of the basic targeting system that was used not forever. Modern day games have switched a little bit from the kind of hold down the button to lock on kind of targeting, but this was real revolutionary back in the day. Whole of Z. That's not, that sounds wrong. I want to crawl through Z's hole, that's messed up. But, I guess we'll just do it. Do it. It's a good noise. I'm sure nothing is, horribly wrong back here. Oh! Well. Let's just, let's just get that money. And at the end, we find an advertisement for the Know-It-All Brothers. Okay, good. Are you trying to push the buttons on the screen? Alright, so we found a sword for this. That's halfway there. And we gotta go equip it. So swords don't automatically upgrade or... Whoops! That's right. It's regular R, not ZR. Here we go. Just go ahead and equip that, and give it a save. Program to adjust your brightness. Oh, instead of just pushing the buttons? I mean, you don't get any extra points of brightness for effort. So, hang on, how long did you have that monitor? And not know that it, that it had buttons. This one is the stab sign. Oops. It's slightly more finicky than I thought it would be. Hang on. Purchase this item on May 22nd, 2015. It's what, 3.5 years? 3.5 years. Peter won't let you go see the Great Deku Tree. Oh, that bum. Get him, Saria. 4.5 years, dang. I'm good at math, right? Got 42 rupees. That's a good number of rupees. That's math. Okay, so we can buy the shield, and she tells us that the sword's just it's somewhere. Aria's house. Maybe should I rob her too? Oh, she's got a lot of people's hearts. She's just holding on to them. Maybe I shouldn't be here. Just, not. I'll just not. It'll be fine. She got more on the roof. She got hearts everywhere. Dang. Gotta maybe do this little practice area to make sure that we're gonna be okay on bridges. Walking across bridges is like one of the scariest things when you first make the switch from 2D to 3D gaming. You just kind of take it for granted when it's 2D. You can't go off a ledge. Oh, wow. So I've already changed from not a real man to a real man just by walking up here. 2D steaks? Yeah, that does sound good. I made a pork tenderloin today. I sliced it up. So I'll have dinner for a little while. I ate the rest of the potatoes, though, from yesterday, so I guess I'll have to make more. Alright, we got inverted Y. Got a big tree over there. There we go. Alright, so another thing Z-targeting does that other games didn't really do a whole lot of was use it to select targets for speech. Teriyaki broccoli. That is not a combination that has occurred to me, but it does sound kind of good. I'll have to think about that. Penguins won again today, by the way. Won in the shootout. They won in overtime yesterday. The can has been killer in 2020. And I heard that, I'm sorry, I'm yawning a lot today. I did, sorry, I finished my other thought first. I heard that Sid is back at practice, full contact. That's good. But, I'm so tired today because I did a lot of chores. There we go. That Deku Shield. I did 3 loads of laundry by 1 p.m. today. It was a bit of a marathon because I kept going back and forth. Like I devised this system, right, whereby I could do all my laundry and not be a jagoff. But it was a little tough because 2 of the dryers were just dead today, just not on. One of the washers was the same way. I don't know what's going on, but things are breaking down around here. Carbon monoxide alarm is still messed up. So like I put in to get it replaced, and they just replaced the batteries, which is not the correct thing to do, and then 2 days later, started chirping again, saying that you gotta replace it. So I guess I gotta put in again. I'll do that when we finish here. I'm on the road with them. Yep, it's... Hopefully he'll be back this week. It would have been like the ultimate Yinzer weekend if you have, the Pats losing last weekend, the Ravens losing yesterday, and the Penguins winning 2 days in a row, and Sid coming back. You would have hit, Yinzer bingo for sports. Not quite. Not quite. It was very, very good weekend for Pittsburgh sports, though. Damn right it's Kokiri Sword. Oh, okay. Now we're doing Charlie Brown. Good job, Mito. Yeah, hey Mito, why don't you go kick a football? How can we get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree? Well, here's step 1. Don't be a jag. It's real easy. Whoop. Suddenly, plant. Analyze plant. Enhance. It's Deku. Alright. So we got a stick. Sticks are kind of the torches of this game. So we definitely want to get them. You can apparently do some crazy stuff with sticks as part of speedruns, but I am not a speedrunner of any sort. We're back. It's tree time. Welcome to another edition of Thunderdome! Alright. Oh, no, don't close the tab. You gotta listen to the Deku Tree. He knows about our nightmares. He watched the opening cutscene. Serpents of Evil gain strength. Oh. That's what's causing my nightmares. The Servants of Evil are gaining strength. Well, that kind of makes sense. I have felt it. One of the great things about this game is that it gives you like this little miniature sandbox area to learn how it works. And then bam, straight into a dungeon. We're going to uncurse the Deku Tree. I haven't seen this. This is good. Oh yeah, the how well do the Penguins know Pittsburghese? Yes, that one was excellent. Can't believe how many of them weren't getting Warsh. Oh, I did have a so when I was working on my laundry today, I put something in the washer and moved to go and take my other stuff out of the dryer. and the other lady that was in there with me just walked over and just opened the washer while it was starting to go, and didn't realize that I had just started it. So she's like, oh my god, sorry, and closes it and goes to press the button to turn it back on, and she asked me, which one was it? And I'm kind of flustered at that point, and I'm just like, colors. And she's got me like, what? Colors. Huh? And then I kept realizing that you know, my Yinzer accent was coming out. So I had to slow down and be like, colors. 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 That's one of the things that I realized, like, I think that I, generally speaking, enunciate and speak clearly, but often I find that people around me do not hear or comprehend what I'm saying. And I think that a lot of that is, you know, when the Pittsburgh accent slips, or the language slips, and I start saying words like Warsh and Keller and Gumband. People just don't know what I'm talking about sometimes. Alright, so we're gonna get down there. That's the basic goal. I'd like to heal up a bit. Here we go. Oh, we gotta put these Deku nuts on too. These nuts. Deku nuts. Got a lot more of those than we did sticks. So just about everything in this game has a capacity limit, and there are ways to... Well, not quite. We gotta get higher. Gotta get a little higher than that. But there are a lot of capacity upgrades. Basically everything that has a capacity on it has 2 upgrades to be found somewhere in the world. I think you have to get them for like the 100% speedrun category, but I don't think we'll get all of them. Some of them are a little annoying. Disney, many moons ago, asked multiple times if we were from Pittsburgh. It's really obvious. Like, you don't notice... Like, I don't notice at all when I'm back home. Everything sounds, you know, normal to me. But, like, people do look at me funny sometimes when I'm speaking. Alright, we got the map. Good stuff. Love a good map. And, so this is the first dungeon. We got 5 floors, but they're all fairly straightforward, except for basement 1 over here. Give it a rough surface. Alright, so we can climb rough surfaces like this. Now, you don't want to touch this. And I think this is part of my theory that Navi just hates us. Because she's telling us, oh, you can climb this wall. And you might say, oh, helpful fairy, friend. And try to climb the wall. And then just get horribly owned by a spider. Now, I know that getting horribly owned by spiders is incredibly on brand for me, especially after Jedi Fallen Order. But I would like to not, if I can. In LA, have you been asked for directions and give them using time as a measure of distance? Yes. Yes, I've been asked for directions like, I think, 5 times total. Back your dick, you scrub. Like 5 times total across 10 plus years. And the first 2 times, I had no idea. I had no idea what I was talking about since I had just gotten here. So like 3 months into the whole exercise, people are asking me where all these places were that I have no idea where they are. I still don't know where a lot of places are here. I'm not quite a shut-in, but I really hate driving anywhere. So my knowledge is generally limited to where I can get to on trains and how to get there on trains. But the other times, yeah, it was using time as a measure of distance. To their credit, though, they just kind of nodded and were like, yes, I completely understand the words that you were saying. So, well, I have no reason not to trust them, so let's just say that they all understood. Alright, so we got our first dungeon item. Slingshot is pretty cool. It's not quite the bow, but it operates similarly. Nice. Okay. Go ahead and equip that. I kept the C down slot open. That's where I like to have my slingshot, so that I can just kind of pull back on the stick. I think I got that behavior from Skyward Sword, where you actually had to like pull back on the nunchuck to knock an arrow. Simple puzzle for Bab. But so the neat thing here is like, yeah, okay, you know, we had to do a simple baby puzzle to get out of the room. But I like that progression it's not in the form of a puzzle in this case. It's just, hey, you need this item to kill the spiders on the wall that are otherwise gonna wreck you. And there are multiple ways to accomplish the goal. You can target manually, or you can Z-target, or you can do a combination of both, like we did there. And I'll get some seeds. Yeah, nasty surprise last week. Either closed Pizza Hut, or they stopped delivering. Now, given the difficulties that people have getting to your place, I would assume that they just decided they had enough. Oh, look, it's Big Spider. Alright, so let's, like, this spider's kind of dumb. For some reason, it keeps flipping around. That's okay. Because we can freeze it and then jump slash it, and now it's super dead. I know I thought I was going to stop getting owned by spiders, but sometimes I can't help it. Alright. Torch was burning not too long ago. Okay. So let's take this one out first before we go too crazy. So there's a treasure over there. You can get all the treasure. Oh. And you hear that sound there? That's a good sound. That's the sound of a gold spider. We'll learn a little more about those later, but for now, what we need to know is that we should kill these and collect the tokens they leave behind. Now, for some reason, you need to prove that you destroyed them. Which doesn't make sense lore-wise, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Delivery subcontractors are the biggest jags. You know, I believe it. I really do. Maybe they'd have an easier time getting to your place if they had a compass. Relevant. Alright, so... what do we need to do to get out? Well, the only thing left is this unburnt torch, and there's a source of sticks. Let's just, apply fire. So, like, if all you have in terms of fire generation in your Zelda game is, you know, the candle, or the magic powder, then, or the lantern, then suddenly getting this, this torch technology it's a big deal. It's real exciting. Forgot to jump attack that one. Alright, so you got that. So this intelligent camera is really cool. It knows that we want to look down and see what's there. So if jumping from the first floor didn't get us through the spider web, how about from the top floor? Nice. Works like a charm. Alright, so we got another gold one over there. And I keep trying to gyro aim this thing, but it's not working. I guess they didn't add it. That's just for I'm certain there's a way to get this. Guess I just have to jump off this, whoops. Yeah, no, this is definitely it. Gotta jump. Gonna have to jump. Great. Oh, would you look at that? There's another one right there. So there's 100 of these in the game. I don't think I'm gonna get all of them. You only need to get 50 to get all of the, like, the useful rewards. If you get 100, though, it gives you infinite money. Which, normally isn't important in Zelda games. Did you mention what happens with the different ways to defeat the Deku plants? No. No, I did not. Alright, so we gotta get some fire over there. So, the way I beat that Deku Scrub was just reflecting its nut back at it, and then chasing it down. But, you can also shoot them. In fact, let's come in here and mess around with this guy a little bit. Alright, so this is classic. Oh, the Babas, no. So yeah, there are 3 types of Babas. There are Babas that only stick straight up in the air. There are Babas that only lunge at you. And there are Babas that can do both. But if you hit them once at the weak attack, they will get kind of stunned back and stick straight up. And if you slash the ones that are sticking straight up, you get a stick. And if you kill the ones that are just lunging at you while they're lunging at you, then you get a nut. Alright, so, okay, everybody write this down. This is important clues. Do you do that when you play video games? Write down the important clues, where you found them, that sort of thing. I do. I'm glad I do. I never would have beaten, Dragon Quest 1 through 3 if I hadn't. And Romancing Saga 3 is nice because it marks everything down for you in an adventure log, so you can go see where everything was. Yes, this is always the code. There are some things that change between files in different games, like the order that you have to go through the Windfish's egg, but no, 23 is number 1 is always the thing. They even give you the nice mnemonic to remember it. Alright, so we got the clue, but that doesn't get us, it doesn't actually get us anywhere. Got this eyeball switch that we gotta shoot. Interesting things underwater. Well, why don't we take a look? There's a switch there. And obviously this platform isn't getting us where we need to go. Just getting us spiked. Alright. So go ahead and dive down and hit this button. Ooh, 10. It's good that Link can just bump it with his head. They get stuck underwater, that's good. Alright, well, I thought that I could just climb up on that, but I'm incorrect. Alright, so the question I've received is, who designs something like this? What is the practical application of this? My friend, it's even weirder than you surmise. Remember, we are inside a living, sentient, magical organism that presumably grew this. Why would you grow this? Like, how is it useful in terms of making your body work? Like, this is madness. If this was in a regular person's body, it would kill them. I mean, just the spikes, let alone the switches messing with the fluid levels and that sort of thing. Blocks, you say? Pushing and pulling blocks in a Zelda game? That's blasphemy. It's not real. Alright, so here we got... there you go, you can see it right there. That one was lunging at me, but one weak attack made it stand on end, and this one just stands on end. Alright, so we got torches and unlit torches. That's fairly obvious. And the compass, thankfully, tells us which door we came in. Makes it a lot easier. In some of these rooms, they'll be small and round and have multiple entrances that look the same. And it's nice that you can see which one you came in through. Oh, here's a good friend. Goma larva. Yeah, that's not horrific. Get over here, you need to not exist, Goma larva. intense combat situations. Alright, now that that is out of the way, what do we got here? Alright, well, minor spoilers. This is what bombable walls sound like. Yeah, the aiming is not good in the original. Like, that's part of the reason that I would say the 3DS version is like the definitive version of this game. The aiming of that is far better. Luckily, there's not too much intense aiming required throughout the course of the game, so we'll be fine. There may be a little bit of weirdness, though. Alright, so we got this on the ground. Oh, and the green number up there means that you are at capacity. So earlier we solved this scenario by just jumping on it from above. There is no above here. So we'll have to solve it the other way, with fire. And it should be fine. Let's go ahead and light up a torch. And roll across it. Now, if your torch gets extinguished by like water or something before it burns out, you get to keep it, which is excellent. You can also just put it away. Alright, so 3 scrubs. This is where we're going to put into play the clue we got before. 2, then 3, and 1. We'll chase after this guy. How did you know? How irritating. Now somehow, defeating them in this order both unlocks the door and also compels them to tell us how to defeat the boss of this dungeon, Queen Goma. Let's see, what do we gotta do? Strike with your sword while she's stunned. Classic. Classic way to defeat a video game boss. Now, some things never change. Like how creepy this is. So it seems like there's nothing here. Or is there? So the fight doesn't actually start until you locate the source of the shuffling. So let's just look around us. Look around us. Look above us. Once you make eye contact with Queen Goma, then it's on. It's like Pokemon, right? If you make eye contact with another trainer, you have to fight. And it's the same with Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. You might think, oh, that's stunned. But that is incorrect. Stunned is blue. And there are a couple ways to do it. And that's one of the things that I like about this game, and a lot of the earlier Zelda games are like this. And then Breath of the Wild is like this. But the ones in between, maybe not so much. Alright, so this egg hatches, a Goma will be born, but If we run over here and just smash it, then it will not. And Queen Goma will not be happy. Just come down here to murder us. Yeah, there are two ways to stun Goma. One is the Deku Stick, and the other is to shoot her in the eye while it's red. Which you can also do while she's up there, and just completely prevent any spawn. Now, hands up, who knew that you could shoot Queen Goma and stun her while she was spawning eggs? I don't think I knew that until I played the 3DS version. Get our heart container as per the usual, and warp out of here. And that is the first dungeon. So within an hour, like less than an hour, we've probably been playing for 55 minutes, 50 minutes, something like that. Within an hour, you get like the entire core gameplay loop. The game teaches you how to play it, and you're ready to go. And it all does it built into it. It kicks off the story as well. It's just a really well-made beginning of a game. Alright, so we demonstrated our courage. That's good. Now it's story time. Yep, we'll listen. Wicked man of the desert cast the dreadful curse. As we just zoom into Great Deku Tree's mouth. It's him. So this game was the first appearance of that guy. You know, the evil man who ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers to search for the Sacred Realm. And, you know, we know he's going after the Triforce, so we know who it is. It's just, he's looking distinctly non-pig-like. So it was a little weird seeing him like this. I think this is the closest thing to like a rendered cutscene that's in the game, but I think it's all still in engine. Oh, they did pre-rendered cutscene. Here. We got the Golden Goddesses, Din, Feror, and Neru. Creating the land of Hyrule. Presumably this is pre-Skyward Sword. And then there's the goddess Hylia, who's completely different. You know, maybe I should stop trying to understand gods of Zelda. When you say Spirit of Law, I think that's supposed to mean like day and night, that sort of thing. Is that rules of nature? As always, gods and goddesses, right up there with wizards for the most irresponsible beings in the universe, leaving golden triangles around that grant wishes. Oh, Always gotta keep, evil men in black armor from getting them. Now, the thing that gets me here is this next bit. So, he cast the Death Curse on the Great Deku Tree, right? That means he was here at some point. Remarkable amount of self-restraint, not just murdering all the Kokiri. And unfortunately, despite succeeding, even though we win, we still lose. Unfortunate. But we have learned things, yes. But also, I like that he sat down to listen to the story. That's a nice little touch. Alright. So we're gonna get some bling, and we're gonna go see Zelda. That's what we're doing next. I love that effect, the gem effect. There are some visual effects on the N64 that are, from an objective point of view, crusty and archaic, but I still think they look great, and one of them is that gemstone effect. Ah, rip Navi, you're stuck. You're stuck with me. Oh, my internet just die? Okay, that was weird. So, like, the Deku Tree died, and also my upload rate went down to 0 while it was happening. It's back now. That was certainly weird. Oh, and look who it is, walking our way again. Look at you. You on the basketball team, Nito? Get that good defense? Too bad you're about 3'0" nothing. Get your dough. Alright, so Mito's blaming us for the murder of the Deku Tree. So I think it might be prudent if we get out of town. Maybe say bye to Saria. No, she's not there. Well, murder's pretty serious, so let's just not talk to anybody. Let's just go. Or maybe learn about how we will die if we leave the forest. Well, I'll die if, Mito gets a mob to burn me at the stake, so this can't be that bad. Oh, I'm sorry, is the only one that has green hair. Yep, definitely friend. got an Ocarina. But we don't know how to play it yet. So, a lot like Link's Awakening, you'll have to find songs and learn them. But unlike Link's Awakening, you actually have to physically play the songs. Like, you gotta play the notes and stuff, instead of just, oh, I want this song. Which I always thought was really cool. Nice touch. At some point. At some point, we will return. Yes, we will return. I think William Hartnell said that. He's a damn liar. Oh, so the new thing for Sunday is, like, I don't think I'm ever going to be exactly on time at 9 p.m. for as long as new Doctor Who is airing. Because they just... the level of commercials they are putting into that show are unbelievable. Unbelievable. A 45-minute show goes an hour 10. It's crazy. Alright, so Hyrule Field. Well, before we get to Hyrule Field... it's that guy again. Many hardships ahead. Are you sure you're not just making that up? Alright, so straight ahead, Hyrule Castle. Meet a princess. All these things seem good. Checking the map, also good. Oh my god, okay. No, we get it. We get it. So, if you're just, mashing B to get through that, you might accidentally say no to this question and get it all again. But we were very smart and careful, and we did get all of that. Alright, so back in the day, Hyrule Field was incredibly impressive. Wow, look at this wide open area full of places to explore. But, back then we weren't very sophisticated, and we didn't really, notice that most of it is empty. There's not a huge amount of stuff here. Oh, there's stuff. There's certainly stuff, and there are secrets and everything. But generally everything in Hyrule Field is around the edges. With the exception of the ranch. But, I don't think we need to go to the ranch quite yet. Oh, look who it is. Alright. So there's the castle, and the drawbridge is closing because it's nighttime. So we've got to survive the night, which is full of skeletons. You hear them coming out of the ground. And oh yeah, it's night. This is a first for Zelda. It's not a first for video games. The first game that I know of with the day-night system where things change like this is Castlevania 2. Whoa, hold on, friendo. Alright, Kakariko Village is here. And his head is completely upside down at this point. Let's not hear it again. Oh, it's skeletons. Hang on, I'm trying to get rid of Frakes. These skeletons, by the way, if you can trick them into entering the water, they'll just die. In fact, let's do that. Oh, we did it! One of them tried to spawn in the water and exploded. So yes, this river is a good place to avoid skeletons. Aha! Frakes, no. Frakes, please. I thought I had disabled that. Must have bumped the mouse. Alright, so the sun is up. Oh, here's a cool secret. So you can walk up these chains. If you do, and then you jump, 20 rupees, but also damage. This game is the first to actually visualize quarter hearts. You could still take quarter heart damage in previous games. I just wouldn't show it. Peaceful and prosperous. Oh no. There's this soldier here. I want to destroy everything, but... yeah, this guy's kind of wrong in the head. Wishing ill upon the world. Yeah, just between us. Is it really okay? I mean, I could lift them and throw them. Or, no. Or, I could get out my sword and just lose my mind. And just wreck everything. Whoa! There's a nice surprise for you. It's free money. It's everywhere. Just destroy everything. Yeah. Rip anybody sleeping. Anyways, there's a very good reason why I got all that money. Let's talk to this guy. Oh, he's the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. He's also Seikon the Thief in Majora's Mask. I don't know if this man should be yelling at me to check out his beard. About the person chasing a chicken. He's closer to my age. Let's see if we can get this chicken. Alright. Lock on. Acquire chicken. No, come here. Please. Chicken. Chicken, please. Alright, maybe I can't get the chicken. Let's see. Oh? Uh-huh. Okay, these two are useless. What about you? Alright, now I skipped out on the ranch thus far. And, you know, I didn't visit because nobody of value is there. Because here's the daughter right now. Nope, not from around here. Just from a little place called the Kokiri Forest. Maybe don't put it like that. Yeah, this is Malon. Definitely not Marin. Alright, so let's keep that in mind, that there's a delivery gone wrong. This is not an effective way of back scratching, I gotta say. So how does everybody know that I'm from the forest if the Kokiri die if they leave the forest? It's something I've always wondered. Alright, so castle, back alleys, and... Alright, let's investigate this dog. Receive dog. Alright, I can't get the dog. That's unfortunate. What else have we got? Happy Mask. Happy Mask shop. Yeah, this place is weird. Its proprietor is also weird. So you get masks, and then you sell them to other people. And I know it seems like a pyramid scheme, but it's not. It's just a very bad paying job. But nobody's here yet, though. Oh, nope. Alright, so no Happy Mask yet. Let's see. Potions. Don't need potions. The other shop. Rumor that there's a monster that eats Hylian shields. Yep, there sure is. Like-likes unfortunately do return in this game, and they're scary, I think. Like, this game made a lot of the Zelda monsters scary. And also this guy, he's pretty scary too. He looks like he's seen some things. So I got all that money so I could get a better shield. Just get that right now. We're gonna need it eventually, so we might as well get it now. It's just there's one problem. I will demonstrate thusly. It's a bit large. So you use it by cowering beneath it. It's nice when things are coming at you from above, but not so much in other cases. Alright, what else can we do here? You get yelled at. Oh, we can talk to these guys. What a crazy guy. I like these guys. Sneak into the castle. Oh, good. They tighten security. That's just what we need when we're trying to get into a place. Right, let's talk to the idiot in question, shall we? Well, we see Zelda. Okay, so do I. Avoid the guards. Climb through the moat. Okay. Almost there. Small drain hole. Alright, so that's good information. That's information that we need. Got stuck in a drain hole. That's a horrible way to go, really. I don't know, tell me about the Temple of Time. Entrance to the Sacred Realm, and you just got it here. I don't know, couldn't you put it in a volcano or something? Shadow Folk. Shika. So basically, the King of Hyrule has a bunch of ninjas. Good. And there is, as an NPC heard it, it must be true. There is one Sheikah. Maybe Hylians have big ears in order to hear the voices of the gods. Yeah, okay. I don't buy that. Not for 1 second. It's just evolution, my friend. Surprise! Plunging attack. Alright, before we move on, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Temple of Time and some stanky backgrounds. Looks a little better on the inside. Just let that song get stuck in your head. 3 hollows and an inscription. You own 3 spiritual stones under the Ocarina of Time. Play the Song of Time. Then this opens. Now I heard that there's a you can like kind of side hop through this door. I've never done it, but I've heard it's possible. May have been a speed run to that effect that I've seen, but I'm sure it works like that with a lot of yelling and jumping at the corner of the wall, since that's where the collisions don't quite meet up, and some fragment of Link's hitbox can get through, and then gets pulled through due to how collision detection works. Just one more thing before we move on. Or can we do this yet? Hey, what was wrong, man? What? The door is not open. Yeah, we might not be able to do this stuff here till night. You know, it does seem weird that packs of dogs roam the streets at night. Maybe people should, you know, walk their dogs like normal people. Tell you something helpful. It's a mysterious fountain near the castle. Get out of here. Oh, man. Here's one. Where's that jar? Is it different? I gotta take out this box. It's Smugor mocks me. Door also doesn't open. Alright, we'll have to come back here tonight if we want to score anything. That just leaves the castle. Alright, so it's time to do a little bit of tactical espionage action. But first, words. Well, I'm glad the princess is in this castle and not another one. Yeah, it's weird that time flows normally here. Towns and Lon Lon Ranch, not so much. Now, we can do something about the time later. Dragon Quest III has a spell that lets you change the passage of time, and we'll get something that does it in this game as well. I certainly do not want to hear what he said again. No, sir. Okay, well. First things first. Ooh, gold ones do a full heart of damage. That's a little nasty. Well, there's a guy here, but they won't just let me in. Yep, want to see some Zelda. Yeah. Pleasant fellow. So to get around the gate, we'll need to get vertical on this conveniently placed vine. Alright, so the vision range of these guards is kind of bad. It's like this guy's looking right at me, but he can't see me across the bridge. And this bird is a clock. I don't know why, but it is. It's pretty cool. Dead end. But with a bombable rock, we'll be fine. Alright, so now we gotta just kind of split the difference here. Cut through. A little bit of path here. Very nice. I wonder if I could do the butterfly trick. Now, I had a bird clock. The clock that was in my room growing up had different birds on it. Like, I liked to watch a lot of different things when I was young. Stargazing, bird watching, all that good stuff. Oh. Well, that's a little messed up. He was clearly not looking my way. And he saw me anyways. That's messed up. But, the fact of the matter is you have to get caught once. It is a forced fail scenario. So that Malin appears. Oh, heard me? Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. She's, very nonchalant about her dad being missing for days and just sleeping outside a castle. But, our reward is egg. Finally here. Egg. Alright. We'll go ahead and put this on one of our item slots. I don't think we need torches right now, so let's go egg. Oops. Okay. Let's get a good look at Malin. It's a little hard to see, but her brooch is Bowser's face. It's kind of a neat little thing. Let's see if you can see it. Oh, I'm not trying to show her the egg. I'm trying to look. Okay, now she's covering it. Well, that's fine. But yeah, Talon is not a useful human. He's somehow even less useful than Terran. Who at least gets attacked by bees on your behalf. Talon never puts himself in the way of bees. Alright, so now that it's night... Oh, I'm also going to use a different tactic. Hang on. So, if the problem is, being heard, then the solution is to stop time and run by them. Or at least that's what it would be in Dishonored. No, in this case, we're going to take the moat. Which is full of money for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. And we have now received chicken. Hooray. Here we go. Oh, there it is. Yep. Just grab that image real fast. Oh, hang on, that's partially spoilery, so let's not use that particular image quite yet. I will hold on to it, though. Now, for now, let's deal with this guy. Big Z's. I like me some Z's. Oh, ranch. It's so fun. Look around. Look around. Ah, that's fine. It's fine. I'm pretty sure most people in here right now have played Ocarina of Time, but that does not put that up so that the YouTube version will be unsullied. Man, Talon's got really hairy arms. Like, of all the things to take loving care to render in the texture for Talon, they went with the hair. A little weird. Yeah, you're dead, dude. Talon is, she's got that Bowser Bros. Breathes fire, you know. See ya. Forever. Dynamic running angles. Alright, so right there with the Triforce symbol is that drainage hole that we got. I got the clue for. What's this? Is it a new link? Oh, is that the 3DS version? Yes, okay, so if she does that, we'll go see her. Yeah, we can visit her after we do this. Man, the 3DS version looks so much better. Ridiculous. Alright, so the great news is that this acts as a checkpoint. If we get caught during the next segment, we'll just get tossed out that door over there. This next part could be a little bit finicky, as you will see. So yeah, time stops here as well. I don't know if it's beneficial to do this at night. I'm not really sure. But we get some fixed camera angles here and patrolling guards. So it's back to tactical espionage action. These ones, the hearing's not so good. 2 guards. Now, I do love how they just leave that money down there to tempt you. But you gotta bypass this guy. Oh, not like that. Not like that. 3D navigation. Kinda tough. Let's just be careful and, can I crawl? Why can't Zelda crawl? Be really careful there. Okay. Oh, what do you have to say, Navi? Wonder where we'll find the princess in this big old castle. Well, I don't know. Maybe at the end of the stealth section? Colonel, I'm trying to navigate in 3 dimensions. But a lack of depth perception keeps alerting the guards. So there's two again here, but this guy is, he's the power walk champion of Hyrule. And I forget exactly what the timing is here. Okay, he's going. Oh, and the draw distance isn't high enough on him. Ooh. Oh, he just stopped. What are you doing, man? Scaring me just stopping there. Ah, and we have located Zelda. Still the same music from Link to the Past. Let's take a look. There's a couple things that you could do here. If you shoot that window, the random guards are like, hey, knock it off. And he throws a bomb at you. Oh, I forgot he threw the bomb at you. But over here you can see Yoshi. See the box art of Mario 64. And there's a Peach in there as well. Bowser. Hoomst. Hoomstidiv. Oh, did you? Oh, I walked while they weren't looking. That's how I got past. Wasn't that hard. Oh, the Zelda turning around noise? That is a good alert noise. That... the weird camera zoom out there. Oh, you found the item noise. Yeah, I got that stone, that green and shining stone. Yep, I got it. Very pleased with herself, knowing that I have the dungeon item for beating the first dungeon. It sounds like she's having the same sort of dream that we had from the start. Maybe a little bit, of a better dream, though. I'm glad she knows that she's having prophetic dreams. Just to confirm, this is in fact Zelda. Zelda A, even. It is I. Lonk. No, Yinzer. Yeah, that's a good thing. In Hyrule, prophecies are extremely good and cool. Now we get to partake in the princess's favorite pastime. passing on state secrets. Doesn't seem like a very good pastime, does it? And as in the original, we gotta keep it a secret from everybody. Alright. Triforce. Yep, we know about that. But the power to grant the wish of the one who holds it is, well, new information for this game, but we already knew it from Link to the Past. I'm just reiterating what we know from Link to the Past. Probably could have used a Temple of Time in that game, huh? Now, I've got the Hyrule Historia around here somewhere, but my recollection is that this is supposed to be like pre-Link to the Past? Or like Link to the Past is what happens, if you fail to beat the game? Alright, so we gotta open that door. We need 3 pendants, or spiritual stones. And the Ocarina of Time, which matches what it said on the pedestal. Yep, got it. I do wonder why they kept putting all those choices into... I mean, I guess it makes sense to let you replay the information if you want it, but it makes more sense to just have a log that you could read later at your leisure. Oh boy, espionage, that's my favorite. Yep, let's do some espionage. It's him. Ganondorf. Gerudos are alright, it's just Ganondorf, not so much. And we know he's not sincere since he did, murder the Deku Tree and pin it on us. Mm-hmm. Yes. Didn't believe it was a prophecy. Well, just hate to see it. Now, Zelda has played some Zelda games before. She knows what's up. Now, that's an interesting comment. Conquered Hyrule, but also the entire world. We never really see what's outside of Hyrule, do we? Can't think of any games that made it outside, other than, well, You know, I take that back. There's Termina, which may not exist in the same dimension. And then there's, like, the places you go after Wind Waker. And Phantom Hourglass and the like. I guess your choices there are okay or being Ron Burgundy. Yeah, she's definitely played Link to the Past. She knows how it goes. What are we doing? Are we getting the Triforce first? Or are we just getting all the keys and keeping them away from Ganondorf? I think either's alright. Looks like that's what we're doing. Oh no, we're getting it. Gonna get the Triforce and wish that he gets struck by lightning. And our chicken has transformed into a letter. Wow. Amazing. Don't be afraid. Now, how bad can the attendant be? Oh, it's the ninja lady. Slightly scary. At least somebody believes all this prophecy stuff. That's good. Yep. It's us. Big new adventure. Alright, so we're going to get our first Ocarina song here. And this one's going to be used constantly throughout the game. It is, in fact, the exact song that's being played in the background right now. We'll be able to see some of that mysterious power next time. We're getting to what's probably a good stopping point. Let's go ahead and get this. And get out of the castle, and then we'll save. Actually, no, let's go to Kakariko first. Before we close out. I think you can start the game there if you save there. Which I would like to do. Let's see if it works. There will be trouble. Fortunately, she's got that cool ninja teleport action, and we're fine. We're just all the way out. We must protect. That's right. Oh, well, it's nice to see Death Mountain still exists. They've picked a less intimidating name for it, maybe? Oh, you're a Goron? Where are you from? Oh, just Death Mountain. We eat rocks. And the lady from Kakariko. Alright, so that's next on the list, is explore Kakariko. Oh, there's also the ranch. But the ranch is a little annoying. I don't know that I have patience to do the ranch minigame. Even though it is really easy, it's really easy to screw up. Alright. she just whoop, warps out. Yeah, Impa's way cooler in this game than she is in most games. Not as cool as Hyrule Warriors Impa though. Hyrule Warriors has like the best version of many Zelda characters, and Impa is certainly one of them. That's a really good game. I played that game so long. I've been tempted to get the Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition on Switch, but I'm afraid if I do, it's just gonna be like 300 more hours of my life gone. So maybe not. Ding dong. It's a clock soldier. 3 o'clock. Only a small population. Yeah. Of course it will. That's the clue we need for Death Mountain. And we don't have the king's permission, but we've got the princesses, which should be good enough. Oh, and of course we've got that classic music. Kakariko Village, great tune. Alright, well, let's see. It's not quite 2 hours, but I think it'll be good to take, Kakariko as a whole next time around. We can do all the stuff here, we can go to the ranch, pick up a couple bottles, pick up some heart pieces, do that sort of thing. But that's going to be the next time we play this. I would like to get started on FF4 sometime this week. Provided, of course, that I beat Romancing Saga 3. It's really been, burning a hole in my SNES Mini, that Anyway edition. If you have not played the Super Famicom version of Final Fantasy IV, that's what we're going to be doing. It's got a translation patch that works off of Final Fantasy II US as a base, that like fixes it up and that sort of thing. Well, I mean, fixes it up kind of, I think it's supposed to like fix a lot of grammar and English in places where it might not have been clear, and put back in story elements and other stuff that wasn't there, or that was removed rather, along with the changed graphics and that sort of thing. So it reverts all of the graphical and gameplay changes that were made to the US version, since it's a patch of the Super Famicom version. And I have played the Super Famicom version of it in Japanese, and it is significantly harder than than US Final Fantasy II. Significantly. Yeah, so stuff like knives being turned into other things, or, people talking about how they're going to kill each other with, I will destroy you, I will end you, you will go to the underworld, that sort of thing. It removes the more direct threats, or rather it restores the more direct threats. And I'll tell you this, the Super Famicom version of the game is way different. It is much, much more difficult. The counterattacks are fiercer. It's a whole lot of stuff, but we'll get to that. We'll do it. I want to do it, yeah, graphics wise as well, like crosses, alcohol, that sort of stuff. It's all in there as it was in the original game. Oh yeah, no, there were some graphic changes for 4. There were some, not a whole lot, but there were definitely some. Yeah, I would like to do that, maybe Wednesday? I think Wednesday seems like a good time for it. And it gives me a couple days to finish Romancing Saga 3. I think that's going to be my plan, is to be back here on Wednesday, and hopefully it won't be like last Wednesday where I have to stay till 8. And then rush home and that sort of thing. Should be better this week. Should be. For now, though, I gotta get to bed so that I can wake up at a reasonable time and actually cook breakfast. So, I'm gonna head out for now. Thanks for coming by for some Ocarina of Time. I'm certainly enjoying it. I love the game. It's just as good as I remember. And I'll see you next time. Have a good night.